Mic's on. I don't hear the mic in my...
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
Yes, we are back. Although I can't... I don't know if the mic works, which is... Hold up. Oh, it does work. Oh, it's a little loud. My bad. Hold up. Hold up. Right now? Good enough? I think it is. Yeah, it's good enough. It's good enough. I got so nervous for a second it did not work. I did not stream yesterday. Nor I streamed the day before. Alright. Yeah, I'm streaming. I'm gonna make a YouTube. Twitch just drop according to Twitch chat. Oh, nah, I don't know. My recap's ass. Anyways, hello, we are back. Sorry, it took me a long while. I think it's because I want to say that, I'll be gone again. But I'm going to upload as much as I can for the week, as nothing has came in too late for me so far, so hopefully everything is enjoyable. Yeah, and we're back to the story. And we're just jumping back into it for sure. Yes. Oh, we're gonna have the boss, so maybe we're fighting the red-eye woman or the black-eye woman. The woman in the black dress. The red dress is what people been calling it.
Volron!
He still lives?
And there's the Renis Alma. Then, is this another spirit channeling ceremony?
Wait, though. Something doesn't seem right here.
Once more, the powers must be united, born from the fires of chaos.
He's just chanting.
Seek its rightful state. All must be sacrificed in the heart of Rena, at the shrine of the true sovereign.
What has happened to him? He's lost himself, reduced to a mere cog in a machine.
Pretty much.
Hey, look! Over there!
Isn't that
What?
the Maiden's crest?
It is.
Can it be that this entire chamber is meant to act as a substitute for the Maiden?
It looks
That
like
is-
it's still running, but are we already too late to stop the ceremony?
If that's what caused Lenegis' transformation, then the purpose of the ceremony must have been to drain all the astral energy out of Dana.
Can we just stop
But
it
for
now?
what purpose? What could possibly need astral energy on that sort of scale?
I don't know. But whatever it is, I'll bet it's connected to those visions of oblivion.
Damn.
Regardless, we cannot stand by and let them steal Dana's energy. That said, we should retrieve the Renis Alma. Because right now, we need that most of all.
Roger that. Let's go. Move on.
He's not gonna lunge at us out of nowhere, right?
Not the time, Law.
Alphen, look!
The Red Woman! So we finally
She's the
found
maiden?
you. I have a lot of questions for you.
Wait!
What?
They all
Oh,
have the same
my
face?
God.
How is that even possible?
Oh, I say they're clones, but... Ooh, high heels. I see you. Oh, I don't...
What is
What
this?
the fuck?
Who the hell are they?
It can't be. Are they even people?
It's hard to know for sure, but I think they're the true rulers of Rena.
These things?
They're not feeling particularly talkative.
Oh god.
It's no use, Alphen. If we don't fight, we may as well be sitting ducks here.
Good point. Let's stop them before this gets out of hand.
You're right. Now hit him.
Glacial Sword! Here's
Did you
evil!
see this coming?
Ooh, rolling thunder.
Sending you apart.
Annihilate them!
Come on, beat her asses. I'm almost dead. I'm almost dead.
Laser spear. Pierce evil.
No, they're after me. Alright, bet. Wait. I'm dead. I am dead. Revive me. Holy fuck. What is it?
I couldn't make it in time.
It don't matter. I'm alive. Come here, bitch. I forgot how to block. Never mind.
I let my guard down.
I let that shit hit.
I'll bring you back from death dreams. That'll bring you down.
Someone beat.
Take this.
I'm using all the abilities. I'm using all the abilities.
Made one.
Oh my god. Alright, come here, bitch. You got me to worry about.
This one's mine. Lunar arc.
Begin. I'll grind you with that shot.
They look like. Who was that? I forgot who was it called.
Lunar arc. Shine. Radiant light. Force of regeneration.
I think Earth does more damage.
Let us take that break.
I let my guard
Come
down.
on, break them. That's all right. That's all right. We have more things to worry about. Heavy tree. Oh, I think we're gonna do okay. Oh, come here, bitch. They look. Is that me or is that them?
I don't even know the word defeat.
I do.
I'm out of
I
ammo.
can carve through war. Regenerate. Not today.
Break them again.
Flaming sun.
So I'm just laid down here in defeat. Hold up. I got so many.
Don't stop. Resonate with the earth.
Train harder?
I never miss.
Not today.
That was like 3 times.
To be let free.
Oh my god. Come on.
Denied. I owe you one for that.
Sorry to trouble you.
No, it's alright.
Lightning meteor.
That's like 4 times I used the goddamn laser. No matter, I'm a tank.
This one's mine.
This one's dead. Blast his ass. Hit from behind. I got it. Blast Alright, there you go. Blast his ass. I don't know how Alpha got
Rending you a bloody.
They're just standing there. Alright, take them. Come here.
He who prepares is free from regret. Let us take to the fray. Dance on the way.
How are they not dead so far? Yes.
Rending you a take this.
Come on.
No further. The flaming
Look at the I can't hear shit.
Handle it. One more. Flaming meteor.
I think their weakness is either grass or ground. Oh wait, or light. Or light. Oh, they're darkness. I just realized that just now. Shit, do you know? Hold up. Do you know any darkness move? If you do, we will win this fight. Also, restore my guys. There you go. Alright, beat his ass. Oh, dude, we're not losing. Ooh. Come here, bitch. Come here. Be on. Be on.
My guard down.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Alright. Fuck. Hell yeah.
Regeneration. Regenerate.
Come on.
I'll bring
Come
you
on,
back
guys.
from death.
Please do. I'm going to die.
One's all mine. Ignite!
Alright, take him out. Make that bitch cry.
See what I can do. Can't get out of this.
In here!
Come here.
I'm back.
How am I dead? Alright. Life.
And outstanding.
Up we go. Up we go. We're almost.
Black and blade.
In here!
Everyone's. Oh no, Shion, you're gonna die. Don't worry, I got you, Shion. Eat that gel. Move.
To be let free.
Alright, yeah. Let me see how I can escape this. Oh, Shion, you're so. Oh, Rimwell. Oh, no. I need it. Fuck.
So you collapse
Ow.
for my true power?
On guard.
You better do something. Oh, they just leveled the fuck up.
Behold! The Earth pulse! Tectonic vision!
Oh, it's been so long seeing his art.
Thank you!
Glacial spear. Fierce evil.
Take it!
These guys are so ass. Do something.
Eliminate with the Earth!
Flaming meteor.
Get him, Ramon. Get her.
Air pressure!
I don't think none of them are dying off. There you go. There you go. Put it in the work. Oh,
Get out
yes.
of this!
Look how many combos I had. He is. This bitch is dying. Now. Oh my god, come on.
Anything in order is all mine.
I didn't need to switch targets. You know what? This one's supposed to die in it, but it doesn't matter.
I can carve through
Air. What are you? Jesus, never mind. We just straight out died, huh? That's alright. It's alright.
carried away!
Who? Rimwell, that would have been perfect. If you didn't die there.
Regeneration!
Do it. There you go. Break it. Come on, come on. Wrath play this bitch.
Lunar.
There you go.
Johalim.
All
There.
yours, Kisara! Benediction light. Heal!
Ah. Thank you, Dokali. That one last heal would perfect.
Surrender! Fighting is useless now!
Kill him.
Do you think
Kill
it's really
it.
over?
No. Stab it. Stab it now.
Watch out! They've got something up their sleeve!
What?
It's self-destructed?
Alvin!
I'm okay.
I was gonna say.
Just a little roughed up.
You had me worried there.
You really did. Can we just
Who said
Kill
you
him?
could touch that?
Oh. What you gonna do about it?
Damn it!
You ain't gonna-
He's awake! I should
You
have
ain't gonna do
thought as
shit.
much. So you know this place?
Naturally. It was built for me, after all. We'll save that for another time. More pressing is how I'm going to tear you apart.
Even
Why?
after all this time, you still insist on hating me?
You cut me down. Sovereign or not, you will pay for that.
Oh, you ignorant bastard. Just shoot him. Shoot him in the head. Yes.
You're obviously bluffing. You can't even move right now.
Really, is that what you think?
I don't think he's bluffing. Oh, god damn it. Pull the trigger.
Did you really
Blast
think
him.
that such a petty device could hold me?
Are you going to claim it's because you're a ruler? Be it sovereigns or lords. In the end, they're all titles given by someone else.
Plus, what kind of ruler would spend all his time chasing Alf, who happens to be another sovereign?
Idle prattle. I proved my worth and the Sovereign's powers were granted to me.
Okay.
Were they really? We already know the title of Sovereign doesn't denote royalty. It is but an overblown codename for those with a designated part to play in these proceedings. You mentioned before that you were not the only one stolen from Dana, correct?
Yeah. There were countless. And every one of them besides me died.
All of those failed experiments, and they still kept going back to Dana. There must have been some vital reason their subject had to specifically be a Danan. Then there were the records we found in the library, for you and Volron. They were logged 300 years apart, and yet the data they took from you was exactly the same. Which leads us to a single conclusion.
Then you mean Voron was kidnapped just like Alphen? But then he became a...
So he's a
A
Danon.
slave from Dana. Just like us. Isn't that right, Volron?
So he posed as a Renan and caused all that suffering to his own people?
How could you? If you knew the pain of being a slave, why would you inflict that upon others?
Renan and Danan are meaningless distinctions. Me and everyone else. That is all that matters.
Okay.
I will
Kill him.
stand above all others and take what is rightfully mine, starting with this.
Ah, I knew she could be dead.
A red woman?
Another one?
Give your master back on Rena this message. No one makes a fool of me. Let them know I'll make them suffer.
Ah, the Renesoma.
Don't do it!
Serenus Alma!
Too late! You can't stay here!
We need to go. Alphen!
Now let's go. Go stay there, you fucking hater. Oh my god. Jump, please, for the love of God, jump. Oh, never mind. Oh, what? Remember, Miles? It's just a leap of faith. I can't take her seriously with the plushes on top of. I was. Get your ass up. And hell you go, boy.
Go. But know I will be your shadow no matter where you try to run.
I can't hear you. What?
Let's go.
Never forget, I am the one who devours everything. Who answers to neither spirit nor man. My word is law. I am.
I am
Are you
cooked.
two okay?
Yeah. We'll be fine.
Is Volron... Have we finally seen the last of him?
We can but hope.
Bro's
Those
cooking.
red women. What the heck was their deal?
Could they be the ones behind all this? The same ones who put those soldiers in Faria in a trance?
No.
What?
Maybe.
Those brainless things? Either way, they've done a runner with the Renis Alma. Damn it, that's the second time now!
Whatever's stolen from us, we'll steal it back. The future's ours to protect. And right now, those things are what's standing in our way. We can head them off at Rena.
Did you say Rena?
We're going to
Voron
Rena?
mentioned a
Holy
master of theirs
balls.
holed up in the motherland somewhere.
If that monstrous form's their true identity, I shudder to think who they take orders from.
Yeah. There's a good chance it's not human. That's for sure.
That's
so
crazy.
this thing over on Rena, that's what's really behind all this, huh?
They have the Renis Alma in their grasp already, so it's unlikely they'll have cause to return to Dana. I agree that Rena's our best shot.
Then we're agreed. Let's head back to the starship.
Hell yeah. To Rena. This
But
is crazy.
seriously, I was not expecting Voron to actually be here.
He seemed to care not one whit about Renans or Danans.
Yeah, and not in a good way like with us.
The red woman. Hold up. Let
I
me hear
didn't
what
see
these
that
guys have to
coming
say.
about Volron. As for those red women, to think they were monsters all along.
Tell me about it. One minute they look perfectly human. Next thing you know, they're not actually human at all.
They definitely weren't Renan or Danan. I'm not even sure language would get through to them.
So what were they then? Human Zoogle hybrids?
Is the most terrifying
What?
thing anyone said all day?
How about you, Shion? Dohalie? You ever seen anything like that before?
No, never. However, if they're the same as the Red Woman we've seen with Volron, I think it's safe for us to assume they understand our language at the very least.
I had
I
just
was
so
gonna
much I wanted to ask them. About Rena. And Shion's thorns.
Unfortunately, they blew themselves up before we got the chance. Why would they do such a thing, though? To take us with them? Or in order to keep something hidden?
Both sound plausible to my ears. They took off with the Renis Alma too, remember?
Yeah,
they
they
did.
did.
And the next time we meet them, we're going
Oh,
to make
boy.
sure they tell us everything they know.
Even if we have to search the cadavers. Also, I'm starting to smell burnt hair. He is roasting in there. That was an easy win, honestly. What the fuck? I've never experienced struggle ever since you... Or if you're a higher level, you don't struggle that much. Just notice in this game. Then again, I did a lot of things. Wait a second. This isn't the spot. God, head back to the oh, head back. Yeah, we gotta head back to the spaceship. Right. How do... The Forbidden Zone. I'm gonna be lost, for sure. Okay, so... Okay, from there... I'm so confused, what? Oh no. Wait, we do gotta go back here. The warp room. Oh no. That just lead us... Is there another... There is. My bad, I did not remember. Classify area. That's crazy. So Renans were controlled by another species and then decided to just fuck the Renans. Or no, the Renans got fucked by another species, so they decided to fuck with Danans. Makes sense, makes sense. In my opinion, it makes sense. Oh my god. Long corridors. We've already read all the texts. We've read it all. We know what's happening. If anything, it's just like it's like a, I don't know. I'm starting to think, was Rena like the same as, why is this here? Is there a boss? There was a boss in that other previous room, not a boss. Are we gonna fight another boss? That's crazy. Oh, maybe. Hold up. Oh, you fucking kidding me. Alright. No, 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 I refuse. Fuck you. We just came out of that warp. Can't we just jump? Oh. Oh, is that why they give us a healing thing? Oh, Master Weaver. Master fucking Weaver, let's go. Wait a second. No, yeah, I had to come this way. There's no way for me. Ah, bitch. Oh, they're too slow. As long as we don't touch the cubes. Yeah, see, look how easy that is. Ah, dude, this is perfect. Master Weaver here. I can weave too easily. Shion's curse is called... Oh, there is a cutscene. Oh, my legs! I need protein shakes.
When did it get pitch dark all of a sudden?
The lights are all out. Think it has something to do with the explosion back in the Forbidden Zone?
Oh, shit. They...
You two.
Faria, Avakir. Thank goodness you're safe.
Avakir
Roseburg.
filled me in about everything. About how I ambushed you all.
She doesn't remember a thing, so she really was being controlled.
He told me
That's
about
unfortunate.
Tornigan, too. Is it true?
What difference does it make? What's done is done.
Stop casting me off, just for once!
Faria, not now. It can wait. Dohalim, Lenegis is in grave peril.
So I can see.
It's the city's core reactor. It's damaged. Some of the basic systems we've managed to keep online, but complete restoration's still a way off.
You're an elite
Damn.
technician, though. You can fix it, right?
If so, then what's the problem?
Panic's begun to set in among the citizens. Until now, whenever something like this happened, the Sovereign would issue a decree. But this time, not so much as a peep. Any longer, and we run the risk of riots breaking out before we can get things back up and running.
Oh, no.
Forget the Sovereign. I doubt you'll be hearing from him anytime soon.
What's that supposed to mean? Do you know something I
He's
don't?
dead. Yeah, he burnt.
Suffice it to say, the Sovereign isn't the kind of ruler we thought he was. That is, if he ever even existed, which is looking doubtful at this stage.
Are you out of your mind? Why, if people knew that a lord such as yourself was whispering such blasphemy, they'd...
There's no time to explain now. It sounds like we need to find a way to keep Lenegis from spiraling out of control.
Descend
We
of
need
the
to stop
planet.
that riot.
But how do we do that?
Riots feed on discontent and unrest, right? So if we want to keep the peace, we just need to put people's minds at ease.
At ease? Like by letting them hear directly from someone they trust.
The Sovereign?
That's it. Who's the highest-ranking person in Lenegis right now?
Lenegis wouldn't have a next in line. After all, you said the Sovereign rules over everyone directly, right?
Correct. The closest thing to an authority figure would be a lord. And the only one left is... Ah. Very well then.
Let's go.
Avakir, you mentioned a few facilities were still online. Which ones?
Oh, my boy's procasting himself.
Why hasn't the Sovereign said anything?
Please,
My guy's
won't somebody
cooked.
explain what's going on?
Is it over? What's going to happen to all of us?
Attention all humans. Black Friday will commence.
It is I, Lord Dohalim Ilkaris of Elda Menancia.
Oh shit.
Look, up there! It's Lord Dohalim!
Hold on! He should be in the crown contest! Shouldn't he? Why isn't the Sovereign talking to us?
I disconnected
The
my
Sovereign
goddamn.
is seeing to other matters right now. In my capacity as Lord, I speak to you in his stead. You're afraid, as people so often are when faced with the unknown. I hope you'll allow me to put your fears to rest. The city's core reactor has experienced a malfunction. However, we have our top engineers attending to the matter, and things will soon be back to normal. I know that you feel abandoned, perhaps more scared and alone than ever before. But I ask you all to keep one thing in mind. You are Lenegis, not the Lords and Sovereign. The solidarity of its citizens is the mortar that holds it together. If we don't allow ourselves to be distracted by our differences, if we put our hearts and minds together and stand as one, I am confident we will find new hope. I would be honored to stand with you.
Damn.
Not as a person of loftier rank, but as another human being among many. I hope that you'll lend me your strength, for if we can persevere as one, I know a bright tomorrow awaits.
Oh, the engine's starting back on. And I just realized my
Your speech seems to
sound
have
like a
done the
snake.
trick. Looks like the city won't be descending into chaos after all.
I only pray the relief will tide the city over for the time being.
What you said earlier, about the Sovereign possibly not even existing.
I don't know.
Was it true?
It's still too premature to say with any certainty, but I believe so. This whole time, this world we've been fed was a lie, built on nothing but falsehoods.
But it can't all have been.
I can believe it. After everything I saw in the Forbidden Zone, what they did to Faria, it's the only explanation that makes sense.
But what about hierarchy, Avakir? Authority? The very foundations of Renan society? How can we live without someone to guide us?
I'd say we found someone capable of doing just that, wouldn't you?
Dohalim. I have been this.
You can't be serious.
Hater.
I have business I must take care of first. But once everything is over, I shall return. But not as your sovereign, nor as a leader the likes of which the people here are used to, I think.
But how else do you propose to rule?
I'm not sure yet.
Kindness.
All I have is a feeling that here in Lenegis, a new dawn is on the verge of breaking. One in which people won't be judged by birthright or on the power of their astral arts, but on other things. More important things. Things like, oh, I don't know, musical talent, for example.
Oh.
When I bumped into you after all those years, I said you were no different. But I was wrong. Truth is, you were always different.
Different drip.
I feel like maybe now I can finally begin to accept Tarnigan's death. To see a future.
He was a hater too.
You go finish whatever it is you've got to do. I'll hold down the fort here in Lenegis till you get back.
Thank you.
Goodbye, friends.
I guess you're not going to make it to Menancia for the foreseeable future, huh?
Indeed. Forgive me.
The people of Elda Menancia can look after themselves just fine. It's the ones here on Lenegis who need someone to guide them. Besides, with you leading the people here, it'll help spread the idea of coexistence beyond Menancia's borders that much faster.
That's crazy. That's
Sounds
true,
like
too.
you're in it for the long haul. How could I not be? after the second chance that I've been granted. From this day forth, I shall dedicate myself to the future inhabitants of this world. Though the memories of the departed shall remain forever in my heart.
Remember, you're going to be leading the people here, not ruling them.
True enough. Whatever would I do without you, Kisara?
With or without her, I suspect you're gonna have your hands full when the time comes. We should be heading back to the ship. Business on Rena awaits.
Hopefully those two stick together, honestly. I think they're just a good team. Rena leader. Boy, that's a lot of points. Improve astral healing. Yes. Ground dasher. I'm sorry. I hate my fucking voice. Or I hate my, like every time I make an S sound, it's just, see, like I hear in the recording too when I'm trying to edit videos out. God, I sound like a mouth breather too, dude. I hate it. Oh no. Oh. It's probably. Oh, see. Did I always talk like this? I talk a lot of talk to a lot of people, but I never really, how do I say, hear my voice. And when I do, it's like, who the hell? Why is he talking? Oh no. I'm sorry. It's just. I'm rolling my S's. Or no, I just. Or no, I stick my tongue out. Oh, what is it? I'm sorry this is off train, but it's just like. I'm starting to really get annoyed now. Oh no. Oh no. What is even this? Friends to animals. Sorry, you know, I'm gonna turn off my mic. Just hold up. Sorry, I had to get it out. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like my mouth is just. Is that how I sound? I just. Oh, I'm gonna have to hear my voice again after the recording too, because I'm like, I need to see what I'm doing. I sound like a mouth breather too. I fucking hate it. Like, I think the mic can pick up my voice pretty far, so I don't have to worry too much about it, you know? Alright. Get you that. Get you that. Really not a lot of things I want for you. Damn, okay. Rimwell. Oh, yes, most definitely. Law. Let's see. There you go.
Looks like the people of Lenegis can rest easy.
I couldn't have done it without your words of encouragement, Law.
Hey, you're the one who made the speech.
I think everybody can share the credit here.
Get into crap.
In one sense, when all is said and done, perhaps I have been a slave this whole time too.
You, a Renan Lord? How do you figure that exactly?
I was complicit in the
NCO could
Renan
be a slave
system,
to his own company.
bound by its values, resigned to being swept along, without the resolve to take a stand. And when I realized the severity of my mistake, all I longed for was punishment. A lord. And yet my first instinct was to place my fate in the hands of others.
I think I can relate. I couldn't stand watching my people bow and scrape their way through life, but I didn't know what else I could do about it either. The ability to think for yourself and be your own master. That's what separates a slave from a free person. At least, that's what Law's dad Zephyr used to say. Zephyr taught me how to fight. But
The
in
goat.
doing so, he also taught me how to live.
Even if it means stumbling along the way. If it's on a road of our own choosing, free of regret. Why, that's the road of freedom. Or, to put it another way, so long as his heart is compromised, even the loftiest of kings is no freer than a slave. I think I finally understand now. This Zephyr character sounds like he was a wise man indeed. I only wish I could have met him.
There's just so much I wish I could ask him, especially now. I wonder, have I been correctly carrying on the torch that he passed to me?
Yeah. You don't have to. It's not that. Wiping the.
How long have you known?
Known what?
About the darkness I carry inside me. You seem to have been aware of it for quite some time now.
Why ask me now? What does it matter? But yes, I have. I've pretty much known that something was gnawing at you ever since we left Menancia.
So basically since the very start of our journey then. Just when I thought I couldn't feel more ashamed.
I love those
Leave
two
the
being
past where it
together. Come
belongs.
on.
We have no need for it now. You're forging ahead. That's what matters. If my brother could see you, he'd be proud.
Not as proud as he would be of his sister, I'm sure.
Well then, just as well it's not a competition, huh?
Yeah, always gonna get competitive. Leave the nest. Who is this for?
Kisara? Anyone at home in there?
It's always
Sorry.
her.
Did I look distracted?
Among
Yes.
other things. To be entirely honest, I couldn't tell whether you were smiling or frowning.
You were thinking about Dohalim, weren't you?
Oh my god.
That obvious,
yes.
huh?
Oh my god.
I was just
guessed
thinking
it
how
right.
good it is to see him moving forward at last.
Oh.
It was always so
Oh, okay.
infuriating, knowing how capable he could be if he just put his mind to it. A prisoner
Yes.
trapped in a cage of his own self-doubt. But
Uh,
now,
we all
he's
have
finally
doubts.
beginning to spread his
doesn't?
wings. I'm happy for him.
So, then why do
you
you
make-
look so sad?
Oh, I don't know if I'd say sad. There's a bittersweetness to it, I guess. It's good and strange, knowing
Yeah.
that he won't be needing me anymore. It probably
Aw.
sounds weird, doesn't it? I have this massive
You sound
worry
like a
off my
mother.
mind. I should be jumping up and down for joy, right?
Must be that
Oh,
maternal instinct of yours at work.
It is.
Rinwell's right. You're like a mother bird, finally letting go as her child takes his first shaking and nervous flight from the nest.
That's crazy.
A pretty big child.
Fucking grown ass
That's
man.
one way to look at it. I wouldn't like to see Dohalim's face if he heard you say that. All this
Oh,
has made me
please.
realize I can't allow myself to become a prisoner of my own making like he
Ow, my
was.
bone.
If Dohalim can forge his own path ahead, then I can too. I won't be left behind.
She is totally like a mother. Everyone's been saying that. She's like the mother of the group. Looking at everyone else. Question, where the hell do I go? We're trying to get to the ship. Right. I'm moving. Kisara is the best character in my opinion. I love her. And then if not her, it'd be Dohalim. Rinwell and Law to me are just like beautiful kids. Kids that are learning and growing as much are they growing every day. When was that? Oh, Astral Arts. I got so confused. But they're at least growing every day with each adventure. Law and Rinwell. And it's good to see that they still are growing even more. As for Shion and Alphen, I'll say it again. As for them, you know, those two are, I'd say they're close. They're very close now. I'm kind of thinking of it, because Sarah always, she's never going to be in Dohalim's life for that long. And it's not a bad thing, but will she lead or what will she do? Because if Dohalin's no longer in Menacella, then who will rule? Or maybe I think there doesn't have to be a ruler, but in reality, there's always at least a leader, right? A person that leads and make the decision for their nation or anything. It's just who's gonna lead Menacella? Because the Dust Gold Cats are managing.
I thought we'd find answers on Lenegis, but we just ended up finding more questions.
You can say that again. And now we have more problems to fix too. Like figuring out how to reform Lenegis.
I say just throw in the fucking planet.
That
No, I
can
meant
wait
like
for
let
now.
them join.
We've got more than enough on our plates to deal with as it is. Like figuring out who's really running the show on Rena.
Yeah. Which is why we're going to the Renan homeworld.
All the answers we've been looking for are on that planet. The person responsible for all this. The Red Woman and the Renasalma. The answers have to be there. Are we prepared to finally find them?
Yes. Aye, Captain. What did we call this ship?
What do we do first when we get there?
We know nothing about the Renan homeworld or what we might face once we arrive. We should get a feel for how things are on the ground before we take any serious steps.
It's also entirely possible that the first thing we're going to face is an attack.
If we come across a capital, we should...
What happened? Ooh, you scared me. Oh, fuck. Shoot it! Shoot it with fucking missiles! Now! Oh, we have no missiles, don't we? This is just a fucking cruiser. Do it! Do it! No balls! Oh, no, she has balls. Oh, God. Oh, no. What's she doing? Oh, fuck! Well, there we go. Well, shit, alright. And that's how our story ends. With our heroes disappearing into nothingness. Nah, they villains for sure.
The hell just happened?
Oh no, but they...
Our course has been altered. The coordinates are pointing to a different destination.
What's that?
The ship's controls aren't accepting my commands. The engine is being shut down.
That's
oh,
bad,
shit.
Right?
Yes, we're gonna
Quite
die
bad.
in here.
We've lost control of the ship.
Is all of this the Red Women's doing?
I think so.
Are they trying to finish us off before we can land?
Everyone,
That's a great villain.
look there!
What happened? What the fuck? Oh my god. That's not... Is that Rena? Your whole planet's just gone. Oh. Oh, they're sucking the energy. What the Let's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but that's bad for us. Holy hell. How the fuck are we stopping that?
A flower blooming out of Rena?
But
That's
that flower
Rena?
looks like it's absorbing all of Dana's energy.
And it appears Lenegis is serving as a conduit for that energy to reach here. Could that have been its true purpose all along?
If that's true, do you think the people back on Lenegis are all right?
Fuck no.
We can only pray that they are.
I said they're dead.
Damn it! Haven't they taken enough already? When is this going to end?
The Flower of Oblivion.
With everything that's happening, we need to get back to Lenegis. Is the ship still offline?
Unfortunately, yes. Even more so than when it lay dormant.
Can you fix it?
Starships are extremely complex machines. One wrong move while we're out here in space could very well cost us our lives.
So what? We're just stuck inside here, floating around? For how long?
Anyone knows the Force?
I don't believe this. We've made it all this way, and now we're stuck here? We're watching Dana die before our eyes, and we have no choice but to sit here and starve to death?
Law, calm down! You're the one who's worried here.
Right. Sorry.
Nah, boy has testosterone.
It's still too early to give up. There has to be a way to get out of this.
Alphen.
Yeah, what's up?
Now
The
what?
red woman wants to fuck with us one last time,
The
doesn't it?
starship, it's back online?
Really?
No, this is different. Something is pulling our ship in towards it.
Gravity? If that's the case, oh, we're fucked. Oh no. I can only see potential death. Oh no. What? What is that? Is that Lenegis? That's not Lenegis. Whatever that fucking thing is. Hello?
We managed to get moving, but where are we?
It looks like Lenegis in here.
Do you think we might run into more Renans here? Or those red women?
Perhaps. Someone brought
We gotta
us
say
here.
it with an S.
The question is,
women.
who?
Actually, never mind.
We haven't been ambushed, so that probably means they aren't hostile. Still, why would anyone want to bring us here?
Hey, Shion!
No, she's
If
right.
they wanted
Move
to
on.
attack us, they could have done so while we were back on the starship. We should see where this path takes us.
You're right. Let's go. Come on. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Keep on moving. Moving. Out of reach. We're just gonna die in here, aren't we? I didn't even get to
I still
choose the
can't get
fucking-
over what we saw happening outside the starship.
Yeah, our planet's really not doing too hot right about now.
I've only ever seen Rena from the surface of Dana, so I figured it was just another round planet like ours. Still though, I never would have imagined Rena actually looked like that. And what's the deal with that giant flower coming out of it?
Beats
No,
me.
your planet's
I have
fucking
absolutely no
dead.
clue. It's so surreal. It looks like a broken egg or something.
Fuck it.
Rena and Dana. We were taught that both worlds were spherical bodies that floated amongst the stars in the heavens. But to
Rena
think that they
fucking
lied
died.
to us not only about the Sovereign and the Crown contest, but also the form of our own planet.
Dohalim.
Okay, who's the wise guy that summoned us here?
Someone formidable enough to bring our starship along with us.
They must be here somewhere. Let's find them.
I want to see this outer reach shit.
Shion, just in the nick of time. Here, lend me a hand while I...
No!
What the... Oh, right. The thorns. My bad.
No, I'm the one who should apologize. I overreacted.
How'd you forget, Law?
Again, Law? Can't you even go a minute without putting your foot in your mouth?
Seriously, it's fine. I'd rather that than people feeling like they're walking on eggshells around me.
Ow.
Besides, I'm the one who should be vigilant about not touching you guys, not the other way around.
Can we all try to
Actually,
touch
I've been
her?
meaning to ask. Not being able to touch people, does it ever get lonely sometimes?
I guess I never really thought about it in those terms. It was either accept it for what it was or come undone. Before long, it was just part of my everyday reality. I think I even forgot there was another way to live.
You can play
Which
the
isn't
Ice
to
Queen
say
very
I didn't
well.
feel alone. I did. Always.
So numb to your reality, you couldn't even recognize it as loneliness? I don't know how you managed.
It's fine.
I don't know about that.
I know I'm not alone anymore.
But
I am
can't
in
even
reality.
touch you. No way of lending you a shoulder when you're down? Even Alphen.
I appreciate the concern. Until I get rid of these thorns, I guess I'll have to put up with it just a little longer. But not forever.
Don't worry, we'll get rid of them.
Alphen promised me that. Maybe it'll be soon, maybe it won't be. But either way, the day will come. And I'll be ready when it does.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Just hang in there. One day, we'll share a big warm hug. You'll see. I promise.
I would have said a high five, but okay. Lightening the mood. Oh my god, let's see what these guys have to say. Oh no, what you gonna do?
Boo!
Ah! What the? Are you out of your mind? This isn't the time for games, Rinwell.
Oh, come
It
on.
is now.
How am I supposed to resist with you looking all jittery like that?
It's
How dare
called
you.
experiencing feelings appropriate to the situation. You ought to try it sometime.
Yeah, but seeing you act all nervous, you're making me start to feel nervous too.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
Staying alert is important, but too much caution can cloud your judgment. Try to strike a balance.
Okay. Balance. Keep calm. Alright.
That beam of light joining Dana and Rena. It was the Renan side that it first came from, right?
That's what it looked
I
like.
guess.
And then the Danon side responded.
Perhaps it was some kind of directive from the Renan homeworld? To reawaken the Wedge and Lenegis?
Which would mean that whoever's behind all this is on Rena after all. But what are they after? Is it really worth
planet
going
alive?
through all this trouble just to steal Dana's energy?
Try to stay calm. With so many factors we don't understand, dwelling on it won't get us anywhere. What is it?
No, it's just... Zephyr once told me the same thing. So much for me making progress, huh?
You made it this far, didn't you? You notice something, you change it. That's all anyone can do. But you can't stand still in the meantime.
You're right. Oh, now they're done talking. Alright. So, yes, they're all valid questions. Now, Rimwell and Law are gonna have to... What the hell? Oh, we're gonna be fighting? Okay. Lower levels. Center. Oh, god damn it. The center level's the only thing that works. Please. There are enemies here. There can't be enemies. I doubt it. Oh my god. Someone's in a cryo chamber. What the hell? Is it is it Master Chief?
This place looks a lot like that room we saw back in the Forbidden Zone.
Is this Renan made too?
What's that?
Oh my god. Master Chief! Oh wait, that ain't Master Chief. Whatever the fuck that is.
It's one of those!
A red woman in disguise. Or is this their true form?
So it was a trap?
No way. They wouldn't call us just out here for a trap. Maybe?
It doesn't look like it can move.
I wonder what it tastes like.
Tell me, are you the one who brought us here?
Fuck.
That is
Anyone
correct.
know?
It is unusual for me to have unexpected guests these days.
It can talk.
Jarvis?
What are you?
Hevrect 35.
Fuck.
Hevrect 35. Is that your name?
Correct.
You're a robot?
What is this place? No, wait, before that, just what exactly are you? Are you somehow associated with the Red Women?
Before I answer, I have a question for you. How did you all arrive in this sector?
What? Aren't you the one that brought us here?
We did not come to this place by choice. Our ship was brought here against our will, by a group of red women who can shift into the same form as you.
In that case, we can assume my brethren who serve the Great Spirit have deemed you all to be a threat most grave.
What do you mean, sir?
What?
Are you saying there really is someone more powerful than the Red Women, pulling their strings?
Oh, god damn it, we're dying.
What did you do to us?
I don't know.
I examined your bodies. You have not been harmed in any way.
Okay, you scared me.
Identifiers detected. The Sovereign and Maiden are among you. However, you aren't under its control. I see why they viewed you as a danger now.
Why?
Oh, goody. More riddles.
Do you think we can trust this thing?
Like it or not, it may be our best chance at a ticket out of here. Let's at least hear it out.
I say kill it. Alright, speak.
I shall
What
now
does
answer
that-
your questions. We are Helganquil.
What?
The Red Women you encountered previously are a form of disguise we employ from time to time, but not our true form.
Helganquil?
You are on Dake Phasol, a celestial base which drifted here by accident. The will of Rena's Great Spirit no longer reaches us here. Since my sudden separation from the Great Spirit's influence, I have used any and all means to extend my lifespan. As I have done so, I have also set out to monitor and research Rena and Dana from this position.
A question. What is this great spirit of which you speak? Is it something that rules over your kind?
Correct. The Great Astral Spirit is a large mass of astral energy that fills all of Rena, one with its own will, a voice we cannot refuse.
A voice? Just like Dana.
The voice of the Great Spirit speaks to our hearts directly, and we have served it, without question, throughout the ages.
So Rena is
Does
alive.
that mean it was controlling your minds? Wait a second.
Damn.
Could this great spirit be the true sovereign of Rena?
The true ruler of Rena. It could be the same thing that's controlling Volron.
Wait, back up. You're telling us this great spirit of yours is the one that ordered you things to harvest the astral energy from Dana? I'm not sure I believe that.
Why not? We've already made contact with the will of Dana back in the Wedge, and in the Forbidden Zone on Lenegus. If Dana has a will of its own, I don't see why Rena wouldn't.
That's it, it's like a
Maybe
zombie
not,
though.
But think about what you're saying. If Dana has a will like Rena, then that would mean that we've been controlled by the voice of Dana this whole time, just like these things.
Dana's will hasn't been forcing us to do anything.
Yeah,
he got tense.
Let's assume that what Hevrect 35 claims is true, and that we are indeed
I'm gonna
cut off
call
from both
35.
planets. Even if we had previously been under the control of Dana's will, we would have noticed now that we are disconnected.
Your fear is not based in logic. The voice of Dana is much smaller and quieter compared to that of Rena's Great Spirit. Rena's astral energy is amassed at its center, whereas Dana's is shared among all its constituents. So thinly is that energy spread that it cannot coalesce and formulate a will. Our findings here indicate as much.
Which explains why we felt its will where we did. The Wedge and Lenegus are where so much of that energy had been accumulated.
The Great Spirit's desire is to consume all astral energy. and the pursuit of that desire is why you see Rena in its current state. As a result, it has turned its attention toward Dana.
Is that why the crown contest is necessary? So that the Great Spirit can feed off of Dana?
Indeed. And it was to that end that we Helganquil devised the crown contest. Had the initial spirit channeling from 300 years ago succeeded, all of Dana's astral energy would have been seized.
Damn.
But the ceremony failed. Lenegis was severely damaged, and you lost both the Sovereign and the Renasalma.
Correct. A change in plan was required to ensure the spirit channeling's success. However, recreating the Renis Alma required a vast amount of energy. That is why we turned to Dana.
So that was the real purpose behind the crown contest. An efficient means to harvest the necessary energy from Dana.
This is all happening because of me.
What do you mean? The planet's alive.
Nevertheless, you still haven't answered one of Alphen's original questions. Just why have you brought us here to your base, Hevrecht 35?
First, it was to confirm the identities of you, my unexpected visitors. Second, it was to ascertain whether you would be likely to accept my request.
A
Ooh,
request?
What request is that?
But what could someone like you want us to...
I wish for you all to slay the Great Spirit.
Ooh.
I'm sorry,
That's fair.
did you just ask us to kill your master?
I did.
Yes.
It is in your best interest that you do so, I might add.
What makes you say that?
Lenegis has entered the final stage of the spirit channeling plan. As we speak, Dana's energy is being harvested en masse and transmitted to Rena. If nothing is done about the Great Spirit, it will not be long before all is lost.
You're saying the destruction we saw earlier is just the beginning? That...
We won't let that happen.
Well, it won't.
Why do you want us
Do
to
not
kill the
worry.
Great Spirit so badly? Is it to save our world? To free you, Helganquil, from under its control? Why?
No. My primary concern is validating our findings and analysis, which have taken many years to realize. As such, it is my desire to see how your actions impact and change these systems. However, I will not deny that vengeance also plays a part.
What did you
Vengeance? For what?
do?
In spite of our long service to the Great Spirit, our species is on the brink of extinction.
Oh.
You mean... you're dying?
Oh shit.
At this stage, it would be wise for you to talk with the others. Ask them what you need to know. Once you have your answer, return to me. If you agree to help, I shall fix your ship.
Well,
Others?
I killed a god before.
Just how many of you are there?
I am the only Helganquil who inhabits Dake Faisal.
Oh fuck.
Hey! Hey!
Sleep.
It's no use. I think it's done talking to us. Let's take a look around.
Well, there's a good thing to kill a god. It's easy. No, not that easy. If I killed gods, it was because in Dark Souls, and that shit was not easy. And to a certain point, it was easy, yes.
You can't seriously be buying anything that creature told us, right? I mean, it's practically blackmailing us into doing its dirty work.
Oh,
To be honest,
quiet.
the conversation went on for so long, I'm not sure I understood all of it. How about you,
I do.
Dohalim? Were you able to follow it at all?
Yes.
At the very least, everything it said about the Renan Great Spirit adds up. At the end of the day, this whole chain of events comes back to astral energy. That being said, had we not previously encountered the will of Dana, I suspect I would find its story much more difficult to believe.
The spirit of Rena wants to see Dana completely destroyed.
But why? Astral energy is supposed to be a force that creates and shapes the world.
It doesn't matter. I don't care if we're up against an entire world or what its game is. We're not going to let it destroy Dana.
Right.
Fair enough.
There is one other thing that concerns me.
There's
How
other
the Great
species.
Spirit, the Helganquil, and the Crown Contest are all part of a centuries-long plan is clear enough. But what about the Renans? How do they factor into all this?
Oh, your people?
Now that you mention it, and all that talk, Hevric 35 never even brought up the Renans once. And as for the Helganquil, we never did find out just what they are either.
Maybe it had a reason for keeping its silence. Or perhaps there's even more going on. Maybe the others will shed more light on the matter. Let's find out.
Yo, that's crazy. What if Renan... I'm starting to guess, what if Renans were just people that were... What was just one of the species that was close to advanced technology. And Danans were still using sword and magic while Renans used modern technology. So the Haldarians, or I can't say that right, were the ones that decided to take over Renans for their technology. Mine's just an estimated guess, but it'd be cool if it's right. There, never mind. Who are they?
What is it?
Oh, my apologies. It's just been so long since I've seen any humans from the outside world.
What are you?
Are you a Renan?
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
No, you're not.
The
What the hell are
Overseer
you?
told us to answer any questions you might have. Whatever you want to know, we'll tell you as much as we can. But be quick.
All right,
Our subjects are undergoing a dramatic shift that we don't want to miss.
I thought... No, wait, he did say he was 13 was
What a
the only
weird guy.
species in this vessel.
He must
Yeah,
have meant
right?
Hevric 35 when he mentioned that Overseer.
I'm not saying
And what was
Hevric.
that about subjects? You don't think he meant Dana and Rena, do you?
Maybe.
There isn't anyone else we can talk to. I guess we should ask around here.
You guys are nothing but experiments. Renan and Denon are both light and dark. We wanted to see what would happen. That's what I feel like they're gonna say.
Have you guys lived up here in Dag Fazel with Hevric 35 for a long time?
Do we eat?
I couldn't tell you off the top of my head just how long it's been, though. We regularly go into stasis, so our sense of time has gotten rather out of whack over the years.
Why are you all even here in the first place?
Originally, this station was where we worked to perform maintenance on Lenegis from the outside.
We heard that the facility ended up in its current location due to an accident.
Oh, it was terrible. Apparently there was some kind of accident, and when help never arrived, they presumed the entire facility had been destroyed.
And you've been working for Hevric 35 ever since?
Well, at first we thought that there was nobody else inside the facility, but then it turned out the Overseer was there all along.
What do you mean?
The Helganquil have the technology to cloak themselves around us Renans. As long as they don't do anything obvious, a Renan won't see one, even if it's right in front of them.
Which would explain why Shion and I failed to notice the Red Women previously. Do they employ an astral art of some sort?
I haven't been able to scientifically confirm it for myself, but from what I understand, the type of cloaking they use is primarily achieved through mechanical means. In addition, they also used hypnosis devices and information control to get us to do what they wanted without being detected.
That's crazy.
It's a pretty sophisticated operation, especially since it avoids any unnecessary conflict. I have to imagine that's how Lenegis is still run.
But aren't the Helganquil themselves controlled by the Great Spirit? If so, why aren't Renans affected by it in the same way?
The Great Spirit's mind control only works on Helganquil, so they had to employ other means to manipulate us Renans.
You act like this didn't affect you personally. If I was you, I'd be mad as hell at their deceptions.
I mean, sure, I was surprised when I first found out about it, but it happened so long ago.
Hevric 35 has clearly ceased concealing itself, though. Why is that?
Who can say? My guess is it just got bored, or maybe even a little lonely.
Don't you want to go back home to Rena or Lenegis? Our ship is going to be fixed pretty soon. You could ride with us.
No way. If we went back after knowing the truth, They'd either just brainwash us or purge us outright. After all this time, there's nothing to be gained from going back. We've all agreed it'd be best to simply stay here and watch everything unfold instead. Things are going just fine with the Overseer. Not that it'll be around much longer. It can't extend its life any further. That
How
said,
long has it been alive?
I'm sure it's pleased to see the final stage of the plan before it passes on, though.
Thank you for answering our questions.
That's... Oh, I guess you could say so. You guys don't even know you're fucking Renans? Well, I guess you are. You guys are Renans. You're from Legacy. I mean, then again, I'd probably do the same. Stay away from everyone. Just see what's happening. You know? Let the world burn as you watch. And you're in a safe distance. Never mind. That sounds like hell to me.
Can we talk to you for a few minutes?
Sure.
Sure.
Speak.
It's going to be a while before the two planets undergo their next shift, so I can talk until then.
Oh,
Please,
God
tell
damn
us
it.
what you know about the Helganquil.
You mean the Overseer's species? I can't say I know much about them.
Well, for starters, where'd they come from?
Where else? From Rena, obviously.
What?
From Rena? Wait, are you telling us those things live right alongside the Renans down there?
With you guys, though.
Of course not. There's really no
wait,
such
no?
thing as Renans in the first place.
Excuse me?
Oh, I thought the Overseer explained everything.
No, not
Apparently
that.
not.
Please, tell us more.
Well, in a nutshell, the Renans were originally created from Danans by the Helganquil.
Wow. Holy fuck. Big mind blower. All of you guys are Danans. You guys, you're just a mutant, bitch.
But if that's
Holy
true,
fuck.
then that would mean there aren't any people on Rena.
There aren't. But there are Helganquil. That's what the name literally means in their language. People of Rena.
But what need could they possibly have to create a whole new race of people?
It was a way to bolster their dwindling workforce. I trust you're aware that the Helganquil are on the verge of extinction, yes? In essence, we were created to carry on their work for the Great Spirit after they all die. They gathered Danans who had an affinity for astral arts and proceeded from there. That's why we, as their descendants, can all cast arts, albeit to varying degrees.
Wait, mages?
Are you saying Renans were originally created from Danans that the Helganquil kidnapped?
Wait, that explains why almost nobody can use Astro Arts on Dana now.
Helganquil technology is truly amazing. The way they alter their bodies is far less invasive than your conventional surgeries.
Yo, what the fuck?
They have
This
these
is a...
tiny machines that are practically invisible, which they insert into their bodies and...
Enough! You needn't tell us anymore.
How can you speak so calmly about all of this?
I guess I can see how, when viewed in a certain light, their ways may sound grotesque. But if you ask me, I think they ultimately did us a favor. They saved us from crawling the earth in ignorance.
Huh?
If it meant their
Ignorance
hands
is
had to
blessed,
get a
you
little dirty in the
dumbass.
process, then so be it.
Oh my
Anyway,
God.
the Helganquil are the real Renans. Personally, I don't think it's such a big deal.
Of course
They're
not.
also
You've
mostly
been living...
the ones behind what you see going on between the two planets. I think that covers just about everything worth knowing.
I see.
I'm gonna...
Thanks for filling us in.
That's crazy. But then again, it makes so much sense.
Does he really expect us to believe that Renans never truly existed? How absurd.
Oh, they exist. You just not.
Just when I think we're getting to the bottom of it all, some new revelation smacks us in the face.
For real.
Then let's hope this is our last revelation for a while.
That's crazy still. The real Renans are the I don't know what to call them. Jarvis is what I'm going to be saying it. That's crazy. But then again, that makes so much sense. Because, honestly, it's like I know there's probably different... How do I say this? It's not like... It kind of makes sense, because, like, They look so human. Like Danans, Renans, they all look the same. So like, how the fuck could you differentiate the difference between them? Besides, one knows magic, the other one's like don't. Wait, so the Danans that knew astral arts, those are the mages. Because what Rimwell here said, there are some people that knows magic, and those were the mages. Fucking the Renans and Danans, sorry, the Danans knew light, the Renans knew dark, but the thing is, they know magic. That's the difference. But the thing is, mages were supposedly went extinct because people didn't want them. No, they just got fucking transferred and became a whole new race of people. So Rimwell's not the last wizard. If you look at it in that type of light, no, she is not the last wizard. But at the same time, it's like, damn, that's crazy. You took people from Danan and made them to a whole new different race. I'm sorry, tiny little robots and go, what? Disgusting. That's a whole new revelation for sure. But then again, you guys look human. And it's not like, you guys like killed a person, so you would know if it bleeds red, it's mostly human looking. I mean, if it bleeds like one, and I don't know. You guys were just too close. Similarity to point where like, even like, what is it, like Invincible, right? Where you got like humans and Viltrumites. Obviously, Viltrumites are different from humans. Actually, they're not, because they're like, isn't their blood like 98 point something % close to humans? The only difference is Viltrumites are super strength, they can fly, and they're advanced in technology. They're humans, just super advanced. And their DNA is exactly same close to humans on Earth, which we are just, we. Rimwell, whatever. Alright, fine, Rimwell. The last guy.
Do you know anything about a spirit channeling plan?
If you mean the first plan from 300 years ago, then yes.
Oh my God!
What its main objective was?
Yes.
What?
It was to use Lenegis to siphon off Dana's astral energy and send it to Rena.
Exactly. However, there were two problems we had to consider. First was how to collect and send such a large quantity of astral energy without it becoming sentient.
Oh.
Second, we had to figure out how to convert Dana's energy so it would be compatible with Rena.
I take it the solutions to those problems were to use the wedge for the collection, and then the Sovereign and Maiden to convert the energy.
Yes.
We have a winner. However, the first plan failed when the Sovereign was overwhelmed and became frenzied. The reason for that is because the Maiden lost control. I'm told he slaughtered many Renans and Helganquil that day.
You killed the aliens?
For the next plan, we tried to recreate the Renis Alma, but we didn't have nearly enough of the other non-dark astral energy types. To amend that, we set our sights on Dana, and implemented a system whereby we could extract energy from it.
And the crown contest began.
Correct. Since the Maiden had been the failing point in the previous plan, it was decided to replace her role with machinery to avoid further mishaps. A new Sovereign had to be made as well. It was such tremendously difficult work, its success was dubious. But from the look of things, it would appear such worries were unfounded.
Huh.
So that's what the purpose of that room we found in the Forbidden Zone was.
What about the flower that sprouted from Rena?
Flower? Oh, that thing. That's the physical manifestation of all the astral energy that's been harvested from Dana.
Huh?
As I'm sure you've noticed, it's quite a lot of energy. At this point, it's likely that it's become physically integrated with Rena's planetary structure.
Hevrecht 35 mentioned that the spirit channeling plan is entering its final stage. Is that true?
It is. I never thought I would live to see the day with my own eyes, and yet here we are. Are we done talking now? If it's all the same to you, I'd really rather not miss anything that's about to happen.
Boy, I'm about to launch you into space.
He talks like the potential end of the world is just another day on the job.
You've got to remember that these guys have been living alone up here for a long time. Who knows what shape their minds are in?
Oh, that's true. These guys are like probably not.
It feels like our whole world has been turned upside down. Is there anything we know that's still true at this point?
Seriously, I'm still trying to process the fact that we Renans were created by the Helganquil, let alone the Sovereign and Maiden stuff.
Let's take a moment to gather ourselves.
We
I know
all the
all
same
of this is a lot to believe and take in, but I think it's fair to say that we found the answers we've been looking for. Does everyone agree?
Yeah. Agreed. Though I'll admit that I never expected it to all boil down to Rena's great spirit being behind everything.
Everything that's happened, everything we've endured, it's all because of astral energy.
And to get that energy, the Great Spirit took control of the Helganquil. Then the Helganquil created the Renans, who went on to invade and rule over the Danans.
That's
Plus,
crazy.
The reason the Great Spirit can't directly control the Renans as well is likely because they were originally Danans all along.
Either way, I think it's fair to say we've all had a lot to take in at once. Maybe too much, even. We should probably take it easy and rest our minds a bit. Why don't we all take some time to think things over before we decide on our next move?
That's a good idea, Kisara. If the Renan Great Spirit really is behind all this, then we've got a really big fight ahead of us. Because it's not just Dana on the line, but Rena too. If we're going to do this, we need to be completely sure of ourselves. So let's go ahead and break off for now. We aren't in any immediate danger, so we should be okay.
The planet's dying.
You sure you don't want to be alone right now?
I could ask you the same question.
Oh, you two should
I figured
not be
I'd get
alone.
all my thinking in while walking around and checking up on everybody.
I'll go along with you. I'm interested to hear what's on everyone's minds, too.
Oh, please, for the love of God,
Sounds good. Let's go find them.
Yeah! Yeah!
Everyone's just gone their own way, huh?
Yeah, let's hit up each spot.
Oh, that's so nice of you guys. Find one... Sorry, what the fuck
Everything
was
we
that?
thought we knew. It was all just a fabrication that the Red Women... No, that the Helganquil made up.
Oh, God.
Right. Assuming we can believe anything that Hevrek 35 has told us, that is.
Well, if the names are anything to go by, it's possible the Helganquil could be behind the fruits of Helgen too.
But if Hevrek 35 was telling the truth, and this was all just one massive lie, does that mean everything we've done up until now has been pointless?
No,
No,
I
the
don't think so.
fuck?
Or at least I hope not. I think it just means we've lost our foothold for now. That's all.
Really?
Nah.
Well then, if we've lost it, I guess we'll just have to find another. All of us together. And if we can't find one, then we'll make a new one. End of story.
Oh, it's good to see you guys are together.
I see. Right then. Count me in.
Hell yeah. That's so nice of you guys. I just want to say... I'm sorry, can we actually sleep? No, bitch. I ain't doing that now. It's good to see these two are still sticking together. Yep. I was gonna say something, fuck, and I forgot. Why is everybody so far away? Alright. You guys got something to say? I'm sorry, there's a, with Vith. Wait, there's people here! I thought there was... So, oh, the Renan, that's right, Renans are supposed to be the people to take over. How are you fucking hurt? Alright, whatever. I don't care. You summoned that shit. Oh, thank you. What happened? The goddess of kindness. Oh, Shion. You're so lucky I got you this. Improve healing arts. Reduce casting. I've already got that from Dohalim. We good. 4? This man had, what, dying? Where's Law? Oh. I don't know. It's just so crazy how things have... This is a good game.
Oh, it's you two.
Yeah.
Does he seem like he's doing any better now?
Who?
He who? You mean Dohalim, don't you?
I know that we're all struggling to wrap our minds around it all.
Down.
But he looked like he was taking it really hard earlier.
What do you think about everything we've learned? About the Renans and the Great Spirit and all that?
On some level, I'm not even really sure what to think, to be honest.
Oh, I remember what I was gonna say.
The Great Spirit is like a huge natural disaster, but with a mind and will of its own. But if that thing's hellbent on trying to destroy our planet, then the only thing left for us to do is stop it. As for the Renans, I suppose my feelings on that are a bit more mixed.
How so?
Coexistence between Dahnans and Renans in Menancia is still a work in progress. In my case, I think that's partly because deep down, I was still on guard around Renans. So, to be told that they're like us, that they're actually just like us is, well, I guess it's a little deflating, to be honest.
You kept a pretty level head.
You mean about the Renans? At the end of the day, the Helganquil and the Great Spirit are the ones who are responsible.
Those guys literally...
At the same time, I realize that not every Dahnan is necessarily going to believe that either.
I know you're already aware of this, but the list of grievances the Dahnans have against the Renans is long, and understandably so. And if people then find out that they're all actually one and the same, yeah, I don't think they're going to take to it too kindly.
I
Even
call
just
them
among
mages.
The Dahnans, I'm sure there'll be some who emerge with power and some who won't. I think if we can find a way to get rid of that imbalance, then we'll be in a truly good place.
Well, first we can try to figure out what to do about the existing conflicts we have.
Yeah. It'd be nice if one day people could learn to get past their hatred like Rinwell did.
It's no small
That took
task.
a while, though.
We can't pretend like the past didn't happen and ask people to forget their very real pain and suffering.
Right. Everybody has their reasons for feeling the way that they do. But if we just keep yelling at each other about it, we'll never move on. In a worst-case scenario, it might lead to even more people getting killed.
And we all have to figure out how to meet halfway.
So be it.
Not just that, but to also embrace each other's pain, in a sense.
That's an interesting way of putting it.
It's true. Everybody has their own scars, their own trauma. The first step to healing those wounds is to put aside that hatred. It won't be achieved through reasoning. But I think it's a good first step, if nothing else.
Now, that's a good...
I think I see a way to move forward. But to do that, first we need to make sure our planet isn't going to get wiped out.
That's crazy. No, it's just crazy the fact that, now I remember what I was gonna say. It's like people lose their ways, like, I don't know what to think. I do know what to think. We got controlled by a different fucking planet, different aliens. They took half of our people, made them to new people, but they're still our people. And now we just fighting each other. But the difference is, I mean, humans fight with other humans, that's fine, but that's because we have our own, like, problems, and we have our own decisions and wills to make out of it. The difference between this is an alien from a different planet took our people and made it into something else to fight us. So it's still human versus human, but it's not because of our problems on Earth. It's because someone else decided to just fuck with us, you know? That's what I'm saying.
You both seem awfully calm.
Only because after everything we've seen, we don't have the energy to keep being shocked.
How are you holding up, Rinwell? That whole talk about the Renans looked like it shook you up a bit.
You hating your own people.
I get this sinking feeling whenever I remember how Dahnan mages like my family were persecuted and died out. And now, I finally know why that is.
That's because the
But I was
Renans
thinking,
are dead.
if Renans end up living together with Danans again, then mages won't be such an unusual thing to see on Dana anymore, right?
No.
I know
yeah,
it's not
right.
as simple as all that, but Danans probably won't be so quick to let their guards down. And there might be Renans who still act superior because of their arts.
It wouldn't surprise me. 300 years of bad blood and prejudice isn't going to be an easy thing to overcome.
Yeah.
Ow, my ass.
I know firsthand just how much hatred can take hold in your heart once you let it in.
Oh,
But even so,
Rimwell.
I was still able to change. And if I can change, so can anyone else. So I was thinking maybe, I don't know, I could use my position as both a Danan and a mage to help bring both sides together.
Renwell.
Hell yeah,
That great
Rimwell.
spirit worries me too, though.
My little angel.
Dana's will
growing up.
feels so warm and inviting. So why is Rena's will trying to destroy our entire planet?
He's
Now
a
that you
hater.
mention it,
whole
Everett
planet's
35
a
and the
hater.
other scientists here never really brought that up. Maybe they don't know either.
Maybe. But regardless, at the end of the day, Dana's still our home. There's no way we can let it be destroyed.
We
Aw,
won't.
my little angel.
We'll keep it safe no matter what.
Let's go talk to Law now. My little angel. Oh my god, you're growing up so much, little one. I can't see your face. It's alright. I already know. I feel so proud. Law's right here, isn't he? Ah, I guessed it right. I had to guess it. So Law, a boy full of energy, testosterone, and not that much in brain power. What do you think?
I still can't believe it, man.
You're
Of
not
course,
the only
you
one
would
still
say
trying to make sense of all this. Believe me.
Really? You've never struck me as the type of guy to get hung up on these sorts of things.
Did you forget what happened back in Thistleum? Once my memory started coming back to me, I felt completely and totally lost.
It was really that
Alright.
bad for you?
Yeah, it was. But thanks to Law and everybody else, I remembered that I still had things out there worth fighting for.
Man, I think you might be a better guy than me, Alphen. All I can remember thinking was, when's this guy gonna get his act together?
Law.
I was too worried about repeating the same mistakes I'd made back with my dad, and running away from the truth. That was no way to live. And I've tried to stay strong, my way. But all this talk about other races and the world ending, if I can
the
be
same
honest
race.
with you guys, it's just all too much for me to handle right now.
I know this is going to sound strange coming from me, but maybe the key is not to worry too much about the big stuff right now.
Oh?
I used to worry all the time about my thorns, for obvious reasons, but I never really opened up to anyone about them. And when I realized my visions pointed to a threat that was bigger than me, I didn't know what I should do or who to tell. But that's when I finally got it. You guys were all there for me, to teach me what's really important. I just had to open up and listen.
I just realized this whole
If you let the big picture
episode-
stuff get you all muddled up inside, you'll begin to lose sight of what you really care about. Yeah, I think you're right.
The thing that's most important, what I really care about. All I want to do is protect the people that really matter to me, to fight for them.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
good enough, right?
Oh yeah,
Not
that's good
everyone
enough.
is strong enough to fight.
Huh?
It's something your dad told me once when he was still alive. Law, you know you're strong enough to fight, and you're strong enough to protect the people you care about. Forget all the big stuff going on. Just don't lose sight of what you want to protect in the first place. Sound good?
Yeah. Yeah, I think it does. It's like a big weight's been lifted off my shoulders. I'll fight to protect the people around me. Just like I always have. I think that's
Hell
best.
yeah. Let's go, Law! Bring down the law. Also, at the same time, so what if you don't know a lot of big things? The majority of the plan is still to protect and defend, so if you can't really think much of else, at least keep that in mind. Always to protect and defend. Isn't that right, Dokali? What you
I
got?
apologize for making you witness that.
You mean hearing the origins of the Renans?
Indeed. It's shocking to have so many things I thought to be indelible fade away in mere seconds.
Even I'm still not sure everything we've heard here is actually true.
Let's not delude ourselves. If what we've heard is a lie, it's a rather elaborate one. I can only imagine that you must have been constantly feeling like this, ever since your memory returned, Alphen. And you as well, Shionne. About your thorns, and being a maiden.
That's just part of being alive, don't you think?
Well, to say the least. But enough about me. I'm not concerned for myself. What concerns me is all of the other Renans out there.
When you say the other Renans, you mean the ones that are living on Lenegis or Dana, right?
Correct. Even if we stop the Great Spirit from annihilating Dana, our problems will still remain. Putting aside the untold state that Rena may be in, if we do not truly belong there, we will have to think long and hard about where it is that we wish to return to.
So, I guess your only real choices at this point are to either stay on Lenegis or come down to Dana, huh? And right now, Lenegis might not even be a safe option.
And at the same time, Danans are hardly likely to
Legonis.
embrace Renans with open arms.
I can't
If
say
the
it.
issue is forced, things could turn dire. There is, after all, 3 centuries worth of hatred to overcome between us. And the victims of our rule have absolutely every right to feel animosity towards us Renans. Our own circumstances as the aggressors are irrelevant.
I didn't expect the former Lord of Menancia to be so down about people reconciling.
Menancia's fate was a stroke of good luck. There had been backlash over how it had been ruled, and I was blessed to have sympathizers among my ranks. Still, even now, there remain ardent dissidents.
But things can still change if you have the right people to help lead the way. Isn't that what you hope to achieve on Lenegis, after this is all over?
Indeed. I have fully accepted the burden of that responsibility. In that regard, I remain determined. On that note, I have something
A great
of a
leader
favor
you
to
still
ask of
are,
you,
man.
Alphen.
Don't worry.
Oh? What is it?
I wish for you to serve as a mediator so that the Renans can live on Dana peaceably. As the one and only Blazing Sword, I suspect the Danans may listen to what you have to say when problems arise.
And I take it that you'll be the one to represent the Renans?
Yes. I realize that I'm asking quite a lot of you.
Aw,
However,
dude, that's perfect.
The fact of the matter is that it will take time for Renans to re-enter Danan society without any bloodshed. That is why.
Say less.
You're the same as ever, Dohalim.
Is it too much?
No, relax. You get so tense and formal when you're asking for a favor. Listen, there's no need for that. We're friends.
Almost my friends.
You're too kind. I can see you were raised well.
That's some high praise, Alphen.
Then I'll ask once again, this time just as friends. Alphen, will you help me?
You don't even need to ask. Of course I will.
Thank you, my friend.
Oh, dude, that's so nice.
Well, it sounds like everyone's learning from their past and using it to create a better future for everyone.
What about you, Shionne? How do you feel about the origin of the Renans?
To be honest, I'm not really all that shocked, actually. I mean, I might be a Renan in the literal sense, but I've never really felt like one of them. Right now, it's kind of a mystery.
How do you mean?
Because for a really, really long time, all I ever thought about was how I was going to die. Not if or when, but how. I thought I'd die alone. That fate had me in its steely grip. I would have never imagined that I'd be traveling with someone like you, fighting to save Rena and Dana. I mean, how could I have? It's been going on for 300 years. All this tragedy and destruction. When you consider the Helganquil's part in all this, it's been even longer than that. It was Naori's hope that somehow, someone in the future would be able to stop it, before it was too late. How it fell on us, of all people, to heed that call, is a mystery.
I don't think Naori was hoping that we would just stop the world from getting destroyed. She considered me, a Dahnan, as a real person. And she very much cherished her own people, too.
Yeah.
I don't think she wanted the world to be saved, just so they could go back to hurting each other. Oh, maybe this is what she meant.
What?
Huh?
When we were talking to Kisara earlier, about all that stuff like everyone's needing to meet halfway and embrace each other's pain and suffering. She said that the first step down that path was for each of us to put aside our own hatred. That means forgiving other people, even and especially before they forgive you.
Forgiving. So it goes both ways, right?
No,
Is that what you're saying?
Well,
Yeah. I don't just mean forgiving things that happened in the past either. Conflicts will keep happening.
Religion.
If we have any hope of moving on and building a better future, we have to all learn to forgive each other.
You know, you're right. People can hurt one another without even meaning to. I know that better than most, thanks to these thorns.
It's not going to be easy getting past this pain. But if we can do it, I'm sure there'll come a time when we can all truly understand each other. I'm there with you, Shion. I too want to protect the world we live in, and all the people we care about.
And each other.
I think that's the very least I can do to repay Naori for everything that she did.
Yeah. I want a future that she would feel proud to live in, and I'm going to fight for it.
Whoa there,
Let's
Savior
go.
Girl. We're here to save you too, you know.
Yes, I know. Don't worry, I haven't forgotten. I want to live, and that's the honest truth.
I don't. I'm kidding. I do. Alright, is this a cutscene? It is.
Everybody
Let's
ready to do
go.
what needs to be done?
I am. There's a lot to think about, but at the end of the day, Dana's still in danger. I don't care who we're up against. We'll kick their ass.
Let's go! Destroy the planet! Nuke it!
What are your thoughts,
about you?
Alphen? I want to know what's on your mind, too.
A lot of things.
Like Law said, if we have to fight the Great Spirit on Rena, then so be it. It's trying to rob us of our entire world. And it's going to take not just our home, but all of existence along with it. That alone is enough to make it our enemy. But it's not only that. One way or another, I think beating the Great Spirit is going to be tied to us saving Shion.
You're saying
Thank
there's
God
a chance?
I lower it.
You're referring to the vision of destruction we all saw in Lenegis, I take it?
Yeah.
Si, senor.
3 centuries ago, the astral energy that appeared at the spirit channeling ceremony showed Naori that vision. And to hear Shion tell it, it's the same one that she sees from her own thorns as well.
Indeed. Shion's thorns are comprised of dark astral energy, the one type which we know is native only to Rena.
Oh.
And if Rena's great spirit is what's behind Dana's pending destruction, then...
Shion's thorns are the Great Spirit? It's not actually on Rena like we thought?
Oh my God.
We don't know anything for certain. At the very least, though, I think it's possible her thorns are a part of the Great Spirit.
That would make sense.
While the main body resides in Rena.
We must kill it. Oh. It's okay, Shion. We'll kill it.
Shion.
None of you guys invented the nuke, right?
If these thorns really are a part of Rena's great spirit, I'm going to go over there and give it a piece of my mind and then some.
Hell yeah.
The question is, how do we confront it? Suffice it to say, that flower growing out of Rena is enormous, large enough to house the will of an entire planet.
Yes.
The Wedge and Lenegis were both hard enough for us to overcome in their own right. This is an altogether greater challenge for merely 6.
Just bring what?
And
the
we
whole
only
planet?
know about the Thorns connection thanks to Naori.
Alright.
Hevric 35 has been observing the great astral spirit this whole time. It wouldn't ask us to fight it unless it has a plan of some sort. Let's go see what that is.
Is he still alive? The question? Your whole party
Our minds are made up. Let's go give Hevric 35 our answer.
Alright, we definitely killing the planet.
So if the Sovereign and Maiden were originally boot-up programs for Lenegus, what about now?
Even with the Forbidden Zone in ruins and the Renis Alma stolen, Lenegus is functioning fine. If it needed us before, it doesn't appear to now.
First they lumber you with a position you never asked for, then you're discarded like you're nothing? Who the hell do they think they are?
More importantly, who do they think we
Projects.
are? We might not even factor into their list of concerns.
I just hope everyone on Lenegus is safe.
Worst comes to worst, Lenegus is equipped with a large number of starships the people can escape in. As long as the whole satellite doesn't suddenly explode or something, they should be fine.
Wait, explode?
Should be.
In any case, if we're truly going to make a difference, it's on Rena we're needed, not Lenegus. The people there will be fine. I'm sure of it.
You say that. Alright, how do we nuke a planet? Alright, 30 or 35, we are coming. And I got a message for mages. Mages that are wielded are Danans. Well, we just learned that Renans could also be Danans mages, in other words, pretty much. Alright. Speak now, alien. Before the glory
Do
of
you
the
have your
Emperor
answer
kills
for me?
We want to ask
join
something
you.
first. You're asking us to fight an entire planet. How exactly do you expect us to do that? You must have something up your sleeve, or else you wouldn't put us up to it.
The great astral spirit is an immense being, but its actual will does not run throughout its entire body. Rather, its will is derived from the core, which supports the rest of the body, and is where its strength is most densely concentrated. Therefore, if you destroy the core, the Great Spirit shall become unable to maintain sentience, and return to being ordinary astral energy.
And how are we supposed to destroy that core?
By using the Renis Alma.
Oh, fucking course. Oh, they
you will
took it.
also need the assistance of both the Sovereign and the Maiden. They are our
Alright.
best tools for suppressing and controlling astral energy. Using their powers, the Maiden shall seal the great astral spirit within her body, and the Sovereign shall wield the power of the Renis Alma to destroy it.
Hold on. That sounds a lot like what Shion described before.
Yeah, killing herself to take out the thorns with her.
She was actually
That's
right
not a-
all along.
We don't
By
want
my
her dead.
calculations, your powers combined should be sufficient to destroy the great astral spirit, and disperse its energy widely enough to make it difficult to reform.
What will happen to the Maiden once we manage to beat the great astral spirit?
Any matter contained within the field of destruction shall be erased.
Oh,
So
damn.
it really will kill me.
This
Well-
method is the most simple one available to destroy the Great Spirit, and is therefore our
God,
most
dude.
reliable option.
That's unfortunate.
What are our other options?
There is no other option.
There is little reason to consider alternative courses of action when the most optimal among them is so clear.
You don't get it. I promised Shion that she wouldn't die. That we'd save the world without needing to sacrifice her. We didn't fight this
God,
whole time
yeah,
just to
I'm
give up
sorry.
on her at the very end. If there's any other way to take out the Great Spirit, I want to hear it.
This plan shall lead to the fewest losses in preserving your world. Abandoning it is irrational.
That's...
It is vital that you proceed with this plan. A part of Rena's great astral spirit already resides within her.
What?
300 years ago, the Great Spirit descended upon Lenegus in an attempt to assume direct control of the spirit channeling ceremony. We have reason to believe the Great Spirit left part of itself behind, and that it now resides in the Maiden.
Which would make Alphen's earlier hypothesis correct.
That part inside the Maiden belongs to the core, and can be used by the great astral spirit to revive itself. So long as it remains, it will be all but impossible to fully eradicate the Great Spirit. That is why it is necessary for it to be vanquished only once it is whole.
Is there a way we
Without the
can
Maiden's
take it
direct
out?
control over the Great
of
Spirit,
Xion?
attacking it is futile and will only serve to strengthen it.
Oh, shit. God damn it. Well, Xion, if this would be the time to leave an heir behind.
Naori said that the Renis Alma can suppress the self-realization of astral energy, and that the thorns could be neutralized by placing them in it. If so, can't the same also be done to the Great Spirit, seeing as the thorns are simply part of it?
Well, can it?
Speak
It is
now.
true that the Renis Alma is capable of what you suggest, and could contain the great astral spirit.
Yes!
Just sealed it away?
However, doing so requires fine control on the level of the spirit channeling ceremony. Considering that the Renis Alma was previously lost when that ceremony failed, I cannot allow it. Its uncertainty is simply too great.
What does that mean for us if you won't allow it?
Your starship will not be restored, and you will
God
all
damn
be
it!
unable to leave here.
Okay, let's lie to
Why
it.
you?
Okay, well, hold up. We'll
Fine.
do exactly what you
I'd
say.
rather stay here and rot than do it your way.
Alright, we can lie. Lie,
Whatever
damn
we
it.
do, if we mess up, Dana's screwed. The Great Spirit will destroy it. If you're fine letting that happen, and we have nothing to gain either way, then I'd rather do nothing.
Oh my god, lie.
We want to stop
None of you
Dana
guys
from
know
getting
how to lie.
destroyed. We want to save it. But
We have
not
the
if it
silver
means having
tongue.
to sacrifice one of us in the process. If all you're gonna do is sit back and watch us where it's safe, then quit ordering us around and shut up!
Alphen.
Alphen, come on.
What you say is irrational. Be that as it may, I shall accede to your demand.
Oh, thank
Do you
God.
agree?
I am an observer. The Sovereign, Maiden, and Renis Alma are my species' greatest achievement.
Your species is a mistake.
I wish to see how well they work against the Great Spirit in light of our demise by its hands.
But what are we supposed to do about the Renis Alma? One of your buddies ran off with it back on Lenegis.
Yeah.
It is likely that the Renis Alma is with the Great Spirit, functioning as a catalyst for it to receive Dana's astral energy.
So our
Alright.
only option to retrieve it is to head straight for the Great Spirit and take it back?
Fuck no, we're going to detonate it right there and
According
there.
to my observations, the astral energy is most densely concentrated in the center of Rena, where the Great Spirit's core is located.
So right in the middle of that giant flower then.
I have one more question. You've said that Rena's great astral spirit is already integrated with the planet. What will happen to Rena once it vanishes?
Without the will of the Great Spirit, Rena is predicted to collapse. Even in such a scenario, the energy will disperse, and the Great Spirit will likely not reform.
So you're saying that even if we manage to beat the Great Spirit without destroying it, we'll still be in danger?
Yeah, it's a full fucking
Likely,
planet
the
coming.
collapse will occur in stages. It is recommended that you all escape before the final stage.
Man, I wish that thing would tell it to us straight for once.
Hevrek 35 and the others have gotten used to hypothesizing from afar is all.
Alright. Enough talk. Action must occur.
Fix our starship. We're going to Rena.
Let's go.
Excellent.
Thank you.
But I want to make one thing clear. We're doing this for ourselves, to protect what matters to us. We're not doing it for your sake, or because you told us to.
I think he doesn't
Remember
care.
that.
It matters little to me.
Yeah,
The
I
end
was gonna
result
say.
shall be the same.
What?
Repair work on your starship has commenced. You'll have to wait until it's finished.
God damn it, boy.
Man, is it too much to ask for Hevrek 35 to talk like a normal person? I swear I can
He's not
feel
even
my
a
brain
human.
starting to fry after listening to all that complicated stuff.
Don't worry. I think we're mostly done with him. Now all we have to do is rest up and wait.
Oh, most definitely. Rest up and wait. Yes.
Once the Fall Knights is good to go again, we'll be taking off for Rena right away.
Hell yeah. Anyone has alternate
Is the
plans.
Renis Alma really our only hope against the Great Spirit? There has to be another way, right?
Shion's Fire Master Core was able to suppress astral energy to prevent it from gaining sentience, right?
Yes.
Couldn't we make use of that somehow?
I'm not sure. In small doses, maybe. And with the amount of energy we're talking about here.
Back in Calabria, the Blazing Sword was able to take in a whole spirit vessel's worth of energy. If it has the capacity to manage that, it can do this, right?
Except after it absorbed the energy, it ended up releasing it all moments later, remember? Let's not forget, it nearly killed you. Besides, this is the Great Spirit we're talking about, not a paltry vessel. Even if I could use the Master Core, your body wouldn't be able to take the strain of channeling that much energy.
Hevrecht 35 didn't mention it, and it did not seem the type to skimp on details. So assuming it's even possible, the chances are slim to none.
You're probably right.
Well, at least, you know, if anyone has... Alright, so for these people to come up with... You know how, like, when people, critics are like, oh, I should have did this, oh, I should have did that. At least this video game is actually telling, oh, why don't you do this? And then it gives you an answer like, oh, because of this, you know? So it actually kind of makes it better. Oh my god, we could sleep? Have you guys heard of hair fashion? Any... Take your rest. We will rest then. Even though we didn't do shit, I'm going to sleep in the floor in the middle concrete right next to this plant as I chew on the leaf. How you doing, Dim? I was going to say Dimwell. How could I not say your name?
You still thinking about what the scientists told us?
Goddamn
about where Renans really come from?
I am, but not for myself.
You're worried about the future of the Renan people.
Oh.
The fact that our people have been the same this whole time will only give the Danans further reason to resent us.
Wow.
But you still intend to confront this truth head-on, don't you?
Yep.
Well,
'cause he's a man.
I did declare that I would live my life for the living, and not the dead. Even as I dream of retirement, I shall remain dedicated to the cause.
I'm sure you'll do great.
Now that I think about it, I don't believe I've ever heard you criticize or reproach us Renans even once.
Damn.
I'm no saint.
She did it.
I have skeletons in my closet too. There was definitely a time when I hated Renans for who they were. I hated them just for being Renan. But you changed that, Dohalim. You gave me an opportunity to see them in a different light. Thanks to your reforms, we were able to stand next to Renans not as slaves, but as equals for the first time in our lives. Of course, I'm sure there were some Renans who still hated us on the inside. But we knew that not all of you were like that. There were those of you who were good. And that was a start. When it comes down to it, Renans are just people. They can be good or bad, just like Danans.
They're human.
That is, in essence, the heart of your approach, isn't it? That we're all people.
Yeah, it is. When you can pull someone aside and talk to them one-on-one, then you have the chance to come to an understanding. But as soon as you stereotype, that chance goes away, and you stop thinking of them as people that you can relate to.
Oh, I wouldn't say
understand
that.
what you're
They make
saying,
great jokes out
but
of
we're
stereotype.
talking about massive numbers of Renans and Danans alike.
Right.
Realistically speaking, surely they won't all be able to get along.
That sounds like
Even
human.
if we end up
or
butting
humanity.
heads with one person, maybe we'll find better luck among their friends. If we can build a society that works like that, that'll be something worth nurturing and protecting.
So you wish for people to form real bonds and do away with the hierarchy outright?
Yeah.
To deal with one another as humans and nothing more?
The hierarchy's dead.
That's the ideal future you hope to see when this is all over?
Yes, I do. I think it would make for a fine tribute to my brother's legacy. Though, that said, I would be doing it for the people of the future first and foremost.
That's a big-ass legacy if you...
Do you still plan to return to Lenegis when this is over?
Maybe.
Indeed I do. I don't know whether I'll be able to reside in Lenegis proper, however. My first order of business may be to find somewhere to live.
You'll always have a home in Menancia, you know.
Yeah, but that's Menacia.
As I shall ever keep in mind.
Well, if you ever need a helping hand, don't hesitate to come get me. I'll always be there for you, Doe.
Doe? Were you with a nickname?
Did you just... Never mind. Thank you, Kisara.
Let's go!
I appreciate your patience as I work all this out.
A good friend.
Don't even mention it. And really, when you think about it, now that we know the two of us aren't so different after all, don't you think that brings down a barrier that used to be between us?
Well, there was a barrier?
You know, I hadn't actually thought of it that way before. But I do like the sound of it.
Yeah,
what barrier
I think I do too.
What's going on here? What barrier between you two? I thought you guys were close. Already as it is. Rimwell and Law. What's up, kids?
Hey, why'd you call me here? Was there something you wanted to talk about?
Oh.
Well, if everything we've heard about the Great Spirit is true, then we're getting close to our final battle.
Hell yeah.
So I wanted to apologize while I can.
Apologize?
What the hell?
For what?
My boy, were you speaking hate?
I was being real stupid before. About whether Dana's
that's
will
normal.
had been controlling us and all that.
Oh. It's okay.
I get why
We all
you're
make
angry
stupid
now.
things.
Anybody would be if something they trusted was being questioned. So, I'm sorry, Rinwell. Really. I should have kept my mouth shut.
Oh, good kid.
No, Law. Honestly, I think you might have been onto something. Of course you were worried. Who wouldn't be if they found out there might be some invisible force pulling our strings this whole time?
But you really trust Dana's will, don't you? Is it because you can sense it a lot more than the rest of us? Because you can understand it?
Yeah, I think that might be part of it.
What's
but
the
I
other
think
part?
I also want to believe it's good.
Believe?
Remember how I used to really resent coming from a family of mages?
Yeah, of course. Because you were always on the run and had to live in hiding.
Yeah.
When we rescued Zephyr and I finally decided to come along with you all, something changed inside me. It was the first
Zephyr.
time I felt like my powers had any meaning, even if that meaning was only helping you guys fight. Then, when I felt Dana's will, I was overwhelmed by how vast and warm it was. It made me want to believe my powers were made to connect with it. It made me believe I had a bigger purpose.
So that's why you hope it doesn't turn out to be bad. You almost need it to be kind.
Yeah.
This is a beautiful.
Well, all right.
Where are you going?
Then I promise I'll lay off bad-mouthing it.
Oh,
You will?
Thank you.
There's no way for me to know for sure one way or the other, right? But you trust it, Rinwell, and that's enough for me. So I'll trust it because you do.
I feel like that should have been.
Remember what I said about neither planet's great spirit reaching us here?
Yeah?
That's not quite true. I can feel just a little bit of Rena's inside you and everyone else.
You... what?
Huh?
I sensed it when we first got here. It's a really small amount, so it doesn't feel like it has a will of its own. But I think that's how Dana's energy probably is too.
So you're saying there's a little bit of Dana's will inside each of us?
That's cool.
In a way,
In my opinion.
doesn't that mean we're all Dana's will?
What?
Well, like you said, unless Dana's energy comes together, it has no will.
My
So if we
boy.
all have a little bit of Dana's astral energy inside us,
Yeah. Maybe.
Heverick 35 might know the answer.
Oh, wow. Boy comes in the whole
But-
truth.
You know what? I don't need to ask it. My will is my own. I fight for who I want to fight for.
Let's
Who I am
go,
now.
boy.
Who I've become.
A fighter and a mage. Together, team up.
So thanks, Rinwell, for sharing that with me.
Aw. cool.
Ah.
Yeah. Good job, kids. They've grown so much, like I said.
The only reason I was suspicious of Dana's will, well, I mean, it mostly was... I feel like you and I had grown apart lately, and I was worried it was because...
Huh?
They resented each other?
Never mind. Nothing. Just forget about it.
Huh? No. What were you saying?
Saying? I don't remember saying anything.
Now you won't tell me what you were thinking?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Then spit it out already.
What? Kids! Kids? They're adorable. What were you saying? Oh. We haven't seen Shion or...
You sure you don't want to get some rest?
Fuck no.
I can't. I've got too much on my mind. Especially knowing how close our last battle is.
Shock him with the thorns.
How are you doing, Shion?
Same as you. Still trying to absorb everything.
At least the
Remember when
night
it was
sky
so
is
simple?
beautiful.
We were only fighting all the lords on Dana? Although that feels like a lifetime ago, doesn't it?
Holy shit, that was the whole purpose of the
Ages
game
and
at
ages
first.
ago.
Well, at
Everything
least I
that's happened
thought.
since we first met. So many fights, so much chaos, so many wonderful people.
Oh shit.
If I hadn't run into you that day, well, I wouldn't have met all of you. I never would have held the blazing sword or looked for something more. I wouldn't have my memories back. I'd still be a faceless slave, like as not long dead.
Probably. You've lived for 300 years, for sure.
Hey, Alphen.
Yeah?
I want you to promise me something.
Yeah?
If we can't find the Renis Alma, there's something I want you to do.
No
Like Hevric
way.
35 said, the only way we can end the Great Spirit for good is to go after both the main body in Rena and the thorns in me. I need you to promise me, Alphen, that if for some reason we can't get the Renis Alma back, you'll use the Blazing Sword to destroy the Great Spirit, and me along with it.
That's crazy. Oh,
It's true the Blazing Sword may not have the strength of the Renis Alma. But it's taken us this far. It's slain lords and beasts. At the very least, it has to be worth a try.
that's crazy.
You can't be serious. You've forgotten everything
Listen,
that we...
the Great Spirit isn't just our problem. It's a threat to our entire world. Renans and Danans alike.
That's... Well, we
Don't know
can't.
what's going to happen when we face it, but we need to be prepared for anything. We can't second-guess ourselves when the time comes. I promise you, I'm not planning on going anywhere. I'm prepared to fight with absolutely everything I've got.
That's...
But if it comes down to it, I need you to be prepared too.
That's crazy. You're gonna... I'll do it, but like...
Okay.
Alphen here. Oh, okay. Man is doing it.
But you should know that I'm not going to give up on you, Shion. I'm going to fight this until the very end.
Let's go, boy.
I hope you can forgive me for that.
If only you guys can hug each other. The thorns are too much.
Okay, I understand. And I'll forgive you.
No.
Thank you, Shion.
Can the whole group...
So it's
I
a
don't want the whole
promise
group coming in.
Yeah, it's a promise.
Her smile is legit. I think that's the first time we ever.
I remember how I felt the first time you touched me. My thorns made any contact a mistake no one would ever make twice.
Okay.
After they'd seen what could happen, fear would always linger behind their eyes, In my entire life, I never had someone willingly reach out to me. But when you reached out to me and gently took my hand, you didn't react at all. It was so easy for you. I don't have words for the shock I felt in that moment.
That's because I couldn't feel pain back then.
Yeah, I was gonna say, wasn't it?
Even once you could, though, you still chose to keep reaching out to me. And when you did, I felt this warmth that I had never known before.
Touching. Oh, do it.
But still, I hate having to see you suffer through it every time you do.
Boy, you better hug her.
You won't have to worry about that for much longer.
Wait, so...
You think so?
I do, because Shiana.
No.
Don't!
You can tell me once my thorns are gone.
No fucking way.
Okay.
You know each other. I'm gonna slap the shit out of you. Oh.
Yeah. Okay.
Stop playing with me. I want to see. She better not die. I swear to God. She better not die, bro. This is getting too good. Also, I am not stupid. I am not an idiot. I see Law
Everybody
and
get enough
Ringwell
rest?
coming in together.
Ready for this?
Yeah,
we
we should
ready?
probably get moving.
Agreed.
And
Can't stand around waiting all day.
There's a
Our
DLC
task
to
is
this
relatively
game.
straightforward. We
I
need
will
only
play
to
the
send down
DLC
to
later.
Rena, defeat the Great
After I
Spirit,
play,
and restore stability to both worlds.
What's the new
We're
game
fighting
that
for a new
Spaghetti
future
Snake
for
told me to
both
play?
Dana and Rena.
Both.
Right.
We got to fight.
We've come this
stand
far.
together.
We will save our worlds. That's a promise.
That's a
Then
fucking
let's go,
promise
everybody.
for sure.
We've got one last wall to tear down.
Repairs on your starship are complete. Everything is in working order.
Oh,
Is that
thank you,
Everett
Jarvis.
35? You can see us from where you are?
I call him Jarvis.
I can. I can see anywhere within the bounds of Dake Faisal.
Sounds like someone's a peeping Tom.
Maybe we should give Hevrecht 35 a break. It has been stuck in this tiny facility for a very, very long time.
I have unlocked all functions on your starship. You can now make use of its warp drive.
Let's go.
Warp
Wait, where
drive?
are we exactly?
Wait, you mean like what the Red Women used on us? What brought us here?
It's possible that the Red Women may have found a way to activate it on the starship. They are Helganquil, after all.
Using the warp drive, you should be able to breach Rena's atmosphere without being detected.
Oh, that's the best part.
Should?
You'll need to be careful. Due to the force field surrounding Rena, the ship will be unable to go any further than the surface of the planet.
It's
So,
okay.
once we reach the
We're gonna
shell,
Spartan
it appears
drop
we'll have to
into the
infiltrate the
fucking
core by
orbit.
foot. Understood.
We gotta go all the way down just walking?
Will
No.
all the Helganquil go back to
We
normal
jumping.
once we defeat the Great Spirit? I have a strange feeling we're going to have to fight them before this is all over.
The extinction of my people is inevitable at this stage. As such, it would be illogical to risk the success of the mission in a vain attempt to save my kind.
We understand.
Huh.
Can't that
Yeah,
thing
you're
lighten
kind-
up a bit? Everything it says seems to be about what's illogical.
Well, come on, Doe.
It's... Doe?
Hold up. Did you just...
You heard the lady. Get going.
I have one last question.
What?
What?
As Sovereign,
Yeah, the root.
your identification number indicates that you are well past your predicted life expectancy. Similarly, the Maiden lacks any identification number, as her function should have been rendered unnecessary.
What?
Despite this, the two of you continue to exist. Why?
Cause God allow it, boy.
We exist because others have entrusted this to us. Over the years, many people have come together and sworn to see this through to the end.
Let's go.
You mean it is because of multiple chance interactions? The likelihood of such events is statistically improbable.
That's right. Machines
Why
does
have
not
you
know.
two continued to persist under these conditions?
Oh, dude, this is
It's
so
hard
cool.
to explain. To be honest, I don't think it's something an observer could understand.
It's crazy.
All right, time to get back on the Fall Knights.
Also, Kisara called Dohalim Do. That's crazy. You heard the lady. Keep on moving. Ah, Rimwell. I hope you and Law end up being good people. No, they're good people. I meant to say, hopefully you guys end up together. Just like fucking Kisara and Dohalim are just the bestest of friends now since she called him Do. Oh, I'm gonna end it here. It's a video game, but almost everything that happened is a movie. So I'm just gonna call this a fucking movie. There was only one battle, and it was the Red Woman. But, you know, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I know I did not stream on Saturday, but last week, what the fuck did you just type? You're alright. Point I want to say is, well, last week I did not stream on Sunday. I stream only on Saturday. What's up with it? Let's just say I'm trying to make plans, and hopefully it's enough to keep. I don't know. Like I said, I want to keep on doing this for my channel. Let's just say I got plans going on. I'm still trying to do some things, and that kind of cuts in within what's happening with rail the people in. Perfect sinking moments. Oh my god, I know I have a lot of that within this game, but still. Also, just want to bring in the deals. This game does have a DLC. I will play the DLC, but it's not going to be, or maybe it is going to be streamed. I won't play after the main mission is done. I did promise I was going to play the other game, and I will play the other game. Metro, my call is the new game that just came out. I will be playing that. So hopefully you guys enjoy this, and you know, leave a like, subscribe, leave a like, and share it with other people. Honestly, if I seem, you know, kind of different from others, different stages, hey, different times hit different. I'm so dumb. I have no idea what I'm talking about. But basically, please share me around, spread. YouTube is putting like new videos like this first, so people are able to watch. But you know, there's just, how do I say this? Yeah, hopefully it lets me grow more, and I can keep on doing this because I love doing this. So leave a like, a comment down below, and subscribe if you haven't already. Make myself grow. Each year, I'm becoming more and more, I'm trying to get more better, if anything. But yes, hopefully you guys liked it, and I will see you later.